Parents, if you're trying to get your child started in the game of golf, or you want to see your child's game elevated to the next level, Legends of the Links is what you're looking for. It's golf's first trading card game, and it's like having your own private golf instructor in your pocket with you every time you go to the driving range. We're going to show you how you can pull just a couple cards and create the ultimate learning environment so your child is fun, engaged, and working on the skills that matter the most to having more enjoyment on the golf course and truly lowering your golf scores. Let's go see how it works. So we're down here on our putting green for our first Legends of the Links challenge, and we've got circuits. It's putting balloon pop. This is a great challenge to get your child working on start line with putting, a really important skill to make sure that they're making those short putts. Really simple setup. I've got 5 golf balls and 5 tees. So in the putting green, we're just going to tee up these 5. We want to have a couple inches between each ball. And the way to make this challenge a little bit harder is you can have your child putt from a little bit further away. If they're struggling with it, they can putt from a little bit closer. And I like to give a maximum amount of putts that they're allowed to try in order to earn the card. And that's the key to this program, is to make sure that your child is earning the cards, not just getting them handed to them. So they take a putt, we missed it, that's all right. We go back, we try again. So I might say for 5 putts, for beginner level, I might say let's try and get it in 10 to 15. Or you can have them move closer, you can have them move further away to increase that challenge level based off of your child's skill level. And all they're going to do is just go through and try and hit each one of these golf balls off. So as they knock off golf balls, they can collect them and stay in the same spot, speed up the clinic a little bit, just low on the left side, and they're going to go through and keep working on putts from this distance, because all that matters with these is start line. You can have them line up each putt if they're a little bit older and they're working on some tournament golf. If not, you can let them just keep going. It's all about your child's skill level and making sure that they're having fun. But having these really specific goals is going to keep them engaged the entire time that they're doing this. There we go. So I hit my 5. I would now earn that circuits card, add it to my deck, and we're on to the next challenge. We're on to our next challenge, and this is Quantum. It's a ball gate putting drill. It's a classic and really important skill to have in putting, making sure that we're hitting the center of the club face anytime we've got lag putts. So I've got about a 20-footer here. Again, you can adjust the distance based off of your child's skill level. The closer it is, the easier. The further away, the more difficult. And then we want to set up a gate. A really good player is going to have this gate really close to their putter. The beginners, you can use about a finger width in between. I've got mine nice and tight. This is a really important drill for me. I've got 5 golf balls. For the beginner golfer, I'm going to have them try and get 2 or 3 out of 5 inside of 1 step. The more advanced, I might say 4 to 5 inside 1 foot length. Using those quick and easy measurements allows your child to know exactly where they stand in the drill instead of just guessing if they're doing good or bad. So you can see I'm hitting this ball in the center, getting a nice consistent roll. That's a pretty good putt. And it takes a little bit of focus to make sure it's set up the right way each time, which is another great key for any junior golfer, making sure that they're growing that patience to set up each drill properly so that they can have success. And all we're focusing on is speed control, making sure we can be really consistent with our stroke. And those changed goals is really the power of this clinic format with Legends of the Links. These trading cards are a great way to motivate your child to earn their skills. And that's what we're looking for. So once they hit all 5 putts, we would measure them. For me, any putt inside of 1 foot would count. So this one's good, this one's good, that one's just inside. These other 2 are just out. I would start over. I would need to get 4 out of 5 for myself to earn the card. A beginner could be 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5 inside 1 step, just giving a nice normal adult size step. It's about 3 feet, a really good goal for lag putting. But give this putter gate challenge a try. Let them earn the card, and we'll see you at the next challenge. Our next challenge in this practice session is going to be Chrome Chipper Aerial Assault, a really fun chipping game to play with your child. Keeps them engaged and really working on distance control and, more importantly, loft control without having to get too technical and in the weeds. All we do is we've got a simple chip shot. I've got 6 shots. So I want to take 7 large steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place the club. Now, each shot, I have to have the ball land over this club and then finish within 1, 2, or 3 steps, depending on your child's skill level. And I want to see how close I can move this club to the hole. So every successful shot, I get to move this club 1 step closer. Creating these kinds of levels for any sort of junior golf game creates a really fun video game-like environment to the skill. So that's a little far. I'm going to have to do that one again, hit it just a little too hard. And there's a good one. That's going to be within a step. So I don't need to be too precise. We don't need to be within inches on each one of these. But now your child's going to have to figure out, okay, how do I hit it a little bit further but not get it to go too far? And letting them have this self-discovery is so important in the game of golf. The key with junior golf is we have time. If we can get them hooked, we can get them having fun, they can learn these skills over time. We don't need to rush, make sure that they're ready for their next tournament so that they can hit flop shots. Got a little lucky with that one. I'm going to have to redo it. But this works on landing point, loft control, again, just a little too hard, and a lot of really important skills. If your child's really struggling with this, make sure that they're keeping the club nice and low to the ground and brushing it, and don't have them flipping through to control the loft. We want to feel them dragging the handle. They want to sweep the ground underneath the ball, and that's going to be what gets the ball up. Finish with a good shot there. And that is our aerial assault chipping game, a really fun way to work on your touch around the greens and keep your child engaged in the short game area. Let's go check out our next challenge. Alrighty, parents, we're on to our next challenge, and this is Virga wedge grouping. This is a little bit more of a high-level skill, but it's really fun for your child to practice once they get into wedge play. So this is our 4-ball wedge grouping. All we're going to try and do is hit a 30 to 60 yard pitch shot, depending on how far your child can hit it. We don't want this to be a full swing for them. We want it to be something that they can do over and over and over again. And the goal is to have this first ball be our target, and then to land 3 balls in the same area for the next 4 shots. So you only get 4 tries at it. So the first one is going to be our target ball. And wherever this one lands and settles, okay, that's going to be where I now have to hit these next shots. We want the child to hit from the same spot each time, and they're trying to mimic the same swing each and every time. If they make the exact same swing, the ball's going to go about the same spot. We can see that one landed pretty close. Now we've got to just try and mimic that 3 more times. A little bit left, going to go a little bit long. And this would be my last one. That one's a little bit too far away, and that's definitely not going to do it. So now I would have them do it again. This is such a great drill and game to build consistency in your pitch shots. A lot of times we have these really big targets like a putting, like a green, or just anywhere on the driving range, and having this first ball become the target and just try and mimic the same swing each and every time really helps build touch for what consistency actually is. A little bit left, but that's the right distance. If you're not able to go out and actually measure them, one of the keys you can use is you can judge the distance and use a finger. So if you hold up one finger, if it's within that, we can call that a pass. The better your child is, the more advanced your child is at golf, the further they can hit it. If they're just starting out, make this a 10, 20-yard pitch shot. It doesn't have to be a very long shot. So go ahead, give this game a try. Next time you're on the driving range, really helps develop consistency with the wedges around the greens. Let's go check out this next challenge.